Hello there. I'm going to try something new today. I'm going to focus on one thing that has multiple, for me, many multiple connections to other things. But this right here is a pottery that I picked up in Cusco, Peru, in a shop on a very narrow little street, high, with a big climb. And I wanted to bring back a piece from Cusco, from Peru. And my son and I went into this shop, and it was full of this pottery of all different kinds. And the shop owner or the salesman in the shop, elderly gentleman, uh, assisted us, right? And I said I wanted to get a piece, something that meant something. And he pointed out several things. One of the things he pointed out was this piece. And it's really weird, isn't it? It's just like, I mean, have you ever seen anything like that? I mean, usually you see these, right? This is a pottery. But I believe this piece, the spirit of it comes from the oral tradition of transferring wisdom down through the generations. And so there's two stories that I got. One is what the man in the shop told me about what the story is, which is basically, if you look at this and this, that's a handle. And this is a hoe, to hoe the soil so you can sow your seeds. It represents work. If you work, and he said, then you bear fruit. This is the ear of corn. And when you work and you bear fruit, then you can celebrate. That's the story he told me. I thought it was great, and they're all three are connected. And, so that's the first story. That's what he told me. About a year ago, so I have this in a very special place, a little altar, where I have all my favorite stuff that means something to me in physical form, And all of it hit me. It hit me like a ton of bricks. That no, there's a whole different story here. And it may be both our stories. But I think this story that hit me from my perspective seems so much more powerful, so much more true, and so much more real. And just really illustrates the incredible value of the passing down of the wisdom through the generations, and why we should be looking at indigenous energy. Anyone who is not, well, let me just finish the story, and I think you know what I'm talking about. So the new story is story number 2 of this, is that this is the celebration, right? This is where we start. So take a look at that. We're going to start with the celebration, and before you can get to the celebration in this level, at this state, you've got to be very clear about what's important to you and what's worthy of celebrating. And you have to get clear about the world that you want, the experience you want in this world. Do you want to live in the moments, in the nano moments of your life, feeling confident that you're walking in a good way? Or do you want to feel guilt and shame? So those are the fear and compassion. So, walking in a good way is what I believe is the spirit of contributionism. Contributive energy does rock. So when you're walking in a good way, contributive energy, which, you live in the question of how can I help? How can I help? And helping other people is fun. But when you gather together and effectively, consistently, in a scalable way, engage in helpful enterprises, gifts to the community, that's just joy and fun, and which is our natural state. So if we dream the world we want, and then we celebrate that world, all the feelings, because it's the world that we are dreaming, and we believe that there's a connection with the dreams and reality, because we're connected to everything. And if you don't get that, then that's your work. That's where you start. And I have a process for that. It's called ASF. Action, Solid Foundation. It's how you can get clear about who you are. Not that I'm going to tell you. You're going to discover it. It's just a process to help you discover it. And you're going to connect with other people, which is very, very, very critical. So you're going to connect with other people on that journey and share some intimacy in terms of who you are and what you want and what's holding you back. I mean, those are the things. And when we work together on that stuff, in the golden rule, partnership, and that's Seth. I gotta give credit to Seth Grossman. Partnership in this new mind state of celebration and manifestation and confidence. It's absolute confidence and access to infinite intelligence. That then you see it. So you see that if you celebrate the work, see how there's a connection here. The celebration fuels the right action, inspired, self-directed, self-generated, heart-directed, heart-generated work. It's the opposite of work out of fear, because you got to make money, because if you don't, you're going to die. Your family will shrivel away like the lions are at the gate. So you celebrate it. The inspired work to manifest it comes, and it's fun. And then there's the fruit, which is, yeah, it's nice, but this part, this is where all the action is. But so another whole story with this, and this makes much more sense to me. I wrote a post about this, I don't know, a year and a half ago, a year ago, a couple of posts maybe. But I love the story, and it also emphasizes for all of us the incredible value of leaning in to listen to the wisdom of our ancestors from whoever has dedicated themselves to keeping that wisdom. And that's, I think we look to connect with our indigenous sisters and brothers, because we have the same ancestors. So for those of us that aren't already indigenous, which you guys are just doing, and the veterans that came to support you at Standing Rock, forget about it. I mean, it's just, there was a magic healing that happened. It's not complete. We got a lot more work to do, but there was a magic healing that happened with the veterans and the Lakota Sioux specifically, because of the carnage that's been done that most people don't know. Anyway, see how I wander off. So it's celebrate, and by the way, I think this direction is very important for me, the direction this thing's pointing, because I think what we're experiencing, although we don't sense it in the material, myopic awareness boundary, we don't understand that there's just an amazing high-speed, rotating, spinning, everything that's happening, and there's an underlying, very simple law to it, and we're powerful extensions of it. And because we have this ability, consciousness, then we have dominion on the planet, and it's our responsibility to protect Mother. It's our responsibility to make sure that people stand in their power and that people dictate what happens. And if government gets in the way of that, then we need to change the government. And that's Declaration of Independence. You may call me some crazy radical. I'm just going on what I read in the Declaration of Independence. So I've talked about a bunch of things, but they're all connections to this. So if we celebrate the world we want, and we're very clear about that in our own hearts, and we celebrate it, and then if some of us have the similar kind of want vision, and we get together and we celebrate, I'm telling you, and it's already happening. Question is, do we go peacefully, or do we go begrudgingly? Do we hold on to these false narrative, disempowering beliefs about who we are, and get crashed, just obliterated by all the waves that are those natural organic waves that are in motion? Or do we just let go of the false bullshit and catch a wave and make some waves and ride them and catch waves and in ease, grace, and fun? So there it is. I have so much fun doing this. I used to have fun writing about it. Now I'm just going to find a way so that I can put something out there that people are going to. My promise is to articulate this, which is the base of a transformational architecture, with methodologies and processes and workshops all in it, to facilitate in ease, grace, and fun our transition from the energy of fear to the energy of compassion. I hired myself to do this. So, and you can count on me. I'm not going to stop until it's done. And what so leave it there. Until next time. I hope this means something to you. It's very, 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 very powerful, transformational, powerful, ancient wisdom, oral tradition, incredibly valuable gifts for us at this moment in this nanosecond. So catch the wave. Take care.